Inazuma 11 Go's main feature was the fighting spirits. The big, like, anime avatars who appear out of people's backs and help them do their big moves, but even bigger and even movier. Fighting spirits are pretty divisive. I feel like they kind of broke Inazuma 11 on like a balance front, but they are pretty anime and pretty cool. So today I'm going to count down my top 10 favorite fighting spirits / Keshins if you're annoying. and I'm going to give you guys my opinion on which ones I think are the best and which ones I just quite like because they look quite cool. These are in no way which are the most competitively viable, or which are the most balanced, or which ones give your forwards the biggest kick boost. I have literally no idea. These are quite simply the ones whose designs I think are quite cool, I think have some cool context to them, or I just think, I don't know, maybe they have a gun. Number 10 is Heavenly Horse Arch Pegasus. This is Arian's one. It's the one with the big Pegasus punch, and I quite like this one for the purely surface level reason of he does a big punch, and it reminds me of Falcon Punch, which is done by Captain Falcon from F-Zero, and I quite like F-Zero. That's it. Like I said, quite surface level reasons. I like the whole Arian becomes a goalkeeper thing, and it eventually leads to this, I'm pretty sure if I remember the anime correctly. And overall, I just think Arch Pegasus is a really cool fighting spirit, and I absolutely love the big Pegasus punch. Also, he has wings, and he has a cool color scheme. He has a lot going for him. Number 9 is Shadow Shooter Trigger. He has guns. They gave a fighting spirit guns. This is the greatest thing of all time. He shoots things. His name is Trigger. He is the Shadow Shooter, and he has guns, and he is awesome, and I love him. Is he edgy? Yes. Do I still love him? Yes. Number 8 is Surta, the Fire Jotun. He is sick as hell because basically one thing Inazuma 11 Go did was take a couple like already existing Inazuma 11 moves and turn them into fighting spirit moves, Fireball Storm and Margin the Hand essentially. And so this is a really cool idea because I love when Inazuma 11, I love it when they do it in Aries as well. When they take a pre-existing move and add some new spice to it, add some new flavor, like liven it up a bit. And for me, obviously Fireball Storm, which is one of my favorite moves, turning into this big fighting spirit move just makes so much sense. There's already that kind of margin type creature there. Of course, use that, turn that into a fighting spirit. And I also love Cronus, I think Axel's alright, and so it just kind of all fits together, and I just really like how Surta ended up coming out. He makes Fireball Storm even cooler. I love it. 7 is Lord of Daemons, Evra. He's a monkey. That's sick as fuck. When Saru has his monkey genes and then he summons a monkey, it's like triple monkey. And I respect that. Who doesn't love a monkey? 6 is Goldie's fighting spirit, Sorceress of the Dawn, Amaterasu. I love her move. I love her design. Yeah, just everything about Amaterasu works for me. At number 5, we have Margin the Great. Continuing the trend of the fighting spirits who are using a pre-existing move, I just think this one absolutely works. I think a large part of it is because of the context. The fact that we go back in time, we use Mark in a battle, which to me is one of the coolest concepts in Chrono Stones. One of the coolest matches is when you've got Mark in goal, young Mark, and he's learning all of his moves there because of some stupid time travel energy. And eventually he comes out with a fighting spirit. It's so unexpected, it's so badass, it's so cool, and he uses Margin the Great. He uses Great the Hand. I absolutely love it. And so yeah, that absolutely is a massive reason why I adore this fighting spirit. Also, I just think the design's cool, and I like the fact that it uses a version of Margin the Hand. Number 4 is Drake Chevalier Dragoon. I love this one. I think it really suits Drake and Yale, and I love when you get this fighting spirit, because you don't really have any defensive fighting spirits in Inazuma 11 Go, and so when Drake and Yale, who I used to always love using, comes with this, it just, to me, made my team feel so much more powerful. And fighting spirits, to me, that is what they're there for. They're for that sense of power. And so having it there and feeling like my defense has just been taken up a notch, I absolutely love it. I love his design as well. I love the big weapon he holds. I love his color scheme. I love the move he uses. Just everything about this fighting spirit does come together for me. Number 3 is Supreme War Chief Pendragon. This one is cool as hell. His design is cool as hell. His color scheme is cool as hell. My man has a big sword. Swords are insanely badass. And again, I love the sense of power he displays. When you get Vladimir, you're losing your mind in Chrono Stones. You're going, what the hell? Vladimir's on my team? And then he whips this fighting spirit out? Yeah, awesome. Sick as hell. 100%. Don't think I've ever felt so in awe in an Inazuma 11 game than when I stared at Pendragon in the face and went, yo, you're cool as hell. Love this one. Absolutely love it. Number 2 is Dark Demigod Black Butcher. I quite like fighting spirits with swords. This is definitely the edgy fighting spirit. It's Tezcat's, and I just think it's cool. I think it's really, really cool how edgelord it is, how dark it is, how much it just wants to slash and stab things. The hair's awesome. It kind of reminds me of Demise from Zelda Skyward Sword, which I really love. I just adore everything about its design, and I think its moves also really cool, and I love it on Tezcat, and I love the fusion it creates. Fantastic. And my favorite fighting spirit is Griffin, the Lord of Birds and Beasts. Griffin, I mean, it just looks powerful. It just looks divine with its massive wings, its helmet, the whole gold going on. How golden it is. And then its move is literally a massive fiery sword. I love swords. Again, fighting spirits to me are about that sense of power, and nothing screams power more than fusing together 3 of the strongest spirits to create this super powerful monster who, like, abuses everyone, just destroys everyone with this massive flaming sword, with this big gold color scheme. It just is everything I adore about fighting spirits, and yes, it absolutely has to be my favorite. So there you go. That is my top 10 Inazuma 11 fighting spirits. What would crack your list? Make sure you leave a like and let me know down below, and then subscribe to the channel for more Inazuma 11 videos. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.